Driving for dollars out here on this rainy day. No days off, of course. So like, I'll take a day off if it's raining, rather snowing. Snowy days I don't do. And I'm here in Maryland, so it's a good amount in the wintertime. But snowy days I don't really go out because of the safety concern. However, rain is not a problem. Rain is not a problem at all for the most part. And just getting in the habit of driving for dollars every day. And what's driving for dollars? Driving for dollars is getting in your car, filling up the gas tank. Mine's not filled up, so don't judge me. Mine's on 99 miles, but I'm not going very far today. And picking the neighborhood and driving around that neighborhood looking for opportunities. What does opportunities look like? Opportunities look like absentee or vacant homes. So the best way to tell if something's absentee or vacant, you'll probably see the grass, you'll see the mailbox. Not going to find that in this neighborhood per se. This neighborhood is middle to upper class neighborhood. Let me turn my wipers down a little bit. So these homes are probably going for $500,000 to $600,000. And I have a little gem that I'm gonna drop in this video toward the end. So this is where am I at? I'm at Severn. I'm in Severn. And yeah, like I said, these homes are about $500,000 or $600,000 starting. So, and I believe they have a HOA, so you're not really gonna be hard pressed to find grass that's not kempt. But in this neighborhood, what you might find, which is what I'm looking for, is a for sale sign. For sale sign, because on those we can do, especially if it's for sale by owner. With a for sale by owner, I'm looking to do a short-term rental setup, a short-term rental contract that'll be between me and the homeowner. And then once I have a contract in place, what I'm going to do is look to probably do an Airbnb rental. Look at a house like that. Probably got 5 rooms in there. And with an Airbnb, I can do it per room. I can do it per floor. I can do the basement separate from the top level. And in this area is a pocket where it's not bad for Airbnb rentals. Just because it's clean, it's new, it's the people who live here, this development, maybe under 4 months old. The person right here, and the person right here, and it's like all trees. But like I said, getting something for sale and then being able to do a contract with the Airbnb or vacation, VRBO rental. Not very far from Glen Burnie, so a lot of times the hospital nurses, doctors can, they'll rent a room that's close to the hospital versus driving back home to their house, especially with the sometimes they work 24-hour shifts, in the medical field. Those that are familiar, they work these long shifts, and a lot of times it's just easier for them to stay somewhere. And that's, I have a couple of my rentals from people that just, maybe twice a month, but they rent for the whole month just to have the space occupied or, confirmed. So anyway, this particular neighborhood doesn't have any property for sale. So forgive my hand for being a little jiggly. I don't have my what do you call it? The phone holder. I don't have the phone holder anymore. And of course, like I said, with the investing, what we're looking for opportunities, right? And opportunities, you gotta have to know what you're looking for. You kind of have to already know what you're willing to do. So for me, I'm willing to wholesale. I'm willing to do Airbnb. I'm willing to do short-term rental. I'm willing to do rent to own. Is that it? That might be it. Yeah, that might be it for me. So if it doesn't fall between one of those 3 or 4 categories, then I don't, I'm out. I don't fix and flip. I don't get into that. That is a commitment that I don't want to get into. I'm more into multi-units and Airbnbs. There's a strategy behind that I believe in as to why I like to attack it that way. But that neighborhood was a no-go for anything for sale. Again, it's raining, it's cold, it's 40 degrees outside. It's 40 degrees outside, it's crazy. Should have went that way. It's 40 degrees outside. It's rainy, it's wet. However, this is the commitment that someone would have to be successful in this industry. Mainly because there's no, paycheck. There's no paycheck. There's no salary. Your salary is almost like you're a hunter. You only eat what you kill, right? A lot of people talk about would they be able to survive in the woods and so on and so forth. There's habits that would have to be created before I would believe someone would be able and willing to survive in an environment like that. A lot of times that comfort, right? Comfort is what we as humans strive for. But in this industry, in real estate, there's no comfort. Right? Every day you gotta go find a new property. You gotta find deals. You gotta be creatively finance deals, right? Speed bumps come every day. Deals fall through often. Stuff like maybe what was my last deal to fall through? There were taxes that I couldn't see on the property. And when he went to go do a title search, I had a contract. I had the buyer in the bag, and the actual property owed taxes. And when it comes to taxes, a lot of times, especially old taxes, that is something that kills my deals the most, because I don't know until I go to the title company and allow them to do the title search. Driving around looking for properties, trying to find a homeowner, reaching out to them, all that is a process. All that takes, time, takes steps. And then imagine doing all that. Imagine going to do a walkthrough of the property. Imagine going to meet the person, and then actually meeting them, getting them to agree upon your terms, signing the deal, the contract, and then you have to go find somebody, to buy it from you. Check that out, right? You're still not done. You got to go shop the deal. Imagine shopping the deal. The person, agreed to buy it from you for a price that you're okay with, and then just to get all the way to the end, for it to fall apart. Because of a title search gone wrong. So Again, this is not for the faint of heart. Is that how you say it? Yeah, not for the faint of heart, the weak of heart. You gotta be optimistic. You gotta be persistent. The actual everybody's ratios are different, right? But it's the reaching out to people, the follow up, being able to follow up with the buyer, with the seller. Reaching out to a homeowner in December and them not probably being ready until March, right? So it's something called a pipeline in real estate. So in real estate, you're only as good as your pipeline. That's what my mentor always told me. So what is a pipeline? Pipeline is literally what it means. You all the deals you're working on, that would be considered your pipeline, right? And they're all individual. Knowing all of them won't close, just mathematically that don't make any sense for all of them to close. But if you have, if you got 10 properties, for example, 2 might close out of 10, 20%. I go by the 20% rule. I've done that my whole career. I've used that for real estate. I've used that for cell phones. So the 20% rule, very low. Check me out, right? I'm not even trying to do nothing like, everything I touch is gonna close. That's just setting myself up for foolish mindset. 20% rule. If I do 10 properties, 2 may close, right? So that's a pipeline. But that thing about a pipeline, you have to consistently be putting stuff in the pipeline. You have to consistently be replacing. 2, 3, 4 properties fall off. Do you have 5, 6 properties to replace it with, right? And if that answer is no, then you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You got to go out there and you have to strum up properties, strum up opportunities, right? Check this stuff out. Okay, over here. Okay. Got a curb appeal right here. So anyway, I'm gonna go one more block over and just see, because I don't know there's any property, and I want to keep this video about 10 to 15 minutes just to keep it digestible. Try to give value in the videos where it's not just useless content. And this is one of my first couple videos, that I'm doing for YouTube, rather. I've been doing videos for a very long time, but this is one specifically. I'm building up the YouTube channel, right? So when you watch this, or when you're watching any video, I always just ask for you all, if you have any questions, just shoot them in the comment and I'll make sure I answer them about investing, wholesaling, driving for dollars, how to find the best, zip codes, how to find great sellers, how to find great buyers. Whatever, type of question you may have, write it down in the comments section, and then I'll make sure I answer it. All right, I think I might just go here because this neighborhood's pretty deep, so I'm gonna let that go, and I will talk later.